this episode of My Comfy Couch. The topic for today is the approach. If you're a single woman wondering, why don't men approach me? And if you're a single man wondering, how can I approach a woman? This segment is for you. Welcome to our first episode of My Comfy Couch. I'm so happy to have you here with us today. And this first episode, we're talking about the approach. I have so many single women and they're like, oh, guys don't approach me. Like, what's going on? Why aren't guys approaching me? I go out to drink, I go to the movies or wherever they go out. And for some reason, no matter where they go, it just seems like men aren't approaching women anymore. And then on the other side, I speak with men and they're like, most men don't approach women, right? So this episode is to talk all about the approach. We've got men and women on to clear it up for us all. So welcome my guests with me today. I've got Thaddeus.
Hello.
I've got Nadia on the line.
Hi.
And I've got Daryl, who you can't see right now, but he's with us. Say hey, Daryl.
Hey.
Okay, so today we're going to give you some insight. Okay, before I start each episode, we're going to do a card from the game called Mentally Stimulate Me. And I'm going to put that card game below. This game is great. It's great conversational piece if you're trying to get to know someone. And it's great for the sexes to kind of talk about these topics. So this card today, I'm going to read the question and it has 4 answer choices. So all of you guys have to just think about what your answer is going to be, and then we're going to discuss it, okay? Everyone got it?
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So the question is, a woman falsely accused her man of cheating multiple times. He finally cheats due to feeling not being trusted to begin with. So who's wrong? A, the woman, B, the man, C, both of them equally, or D, both, but more so the man. Again, a man is always getting accused of cheating by his woman. He finally does it. Who's wrong? The woman, A, the man, both of them, C, or both, but more so the man. So if you're at home watching this, why don't you type it in the comment box, let us know which answer you choose. Okay, so should we go with the guys or the girls first? Ladies first? Okay, Nadia, who's to blame?
The man.
The man. Why?
Oh.
Because regardless if you're getting accused of something, that doesn't mean, you should do it. A person can accuse me of stealing from my job. It doesn't mean I'm going to go do it because I'm being accused of it. So just, I feel like you should still have your own standards and ethics. And if you're not cheating, then that's a conversation that you need to have to make her feel more secure in the relationship, but not just go out and do it because you're being accused of it. I think that's a cop-out.
Okay, so you think it's just a personal thing. They got to have their standards no matter what. Okay, how about you, Thaddeus? What do you think?
I would blame the man 100%.
Oh, okay.
100%, because number one, he should not be in a relationship where he's not trusted. So if you accuse me and I'm not cheating, and there's no trust in a relationship. If there's no trust, there's no point in having a relationship where there's no trust. Where there's no trust. So at that point, I would actually just be out. And then him, of course, for cheating, you cannot do something and then blame someone for making you do it. You're a grown man. You're capable of making your own decisions. So blame him. He got 2 strikes for that one.
No, I totally agree. And that's what I was going to go along with. The whole, if you don't trust, then why are you with the person? Point blank. How about you, Daryl? Tell us what you think.
I think they're both wrong. I think that the punishment should fit the crime. If you keep accusing a person, eventually it's a false, fulfilling prophecy, and that you're going to keep choosing them and you keep saying that they're going to do it eventually. If you're going to always give me a hard time, I might as well do it. Or break up with the lady.
Okay, so there you have it. From all sides. Again, join in on the conversation. Let us know. Was he wrong? Was she wrong? Were they both wrong? And should you even be with someone that you don't trust? That's a big question too.
You have to give
Nicole, yes.
Nicole, you have to give your answer. You're the
yes, that was going to be my answer. That he is definitely wrong. Again, if you You just, if you're in a relationship and the person doesn't trust you and you guys can't work through it, that's something huge that's hard to work through. You just gotta go. Before it turns into cheating, just leave. And of course she's wrong, because I do believe that if you see with your eyes, your perception, if you're seeing with that perception, you're gonna find something. Like, everyone has something in their phone that may look incriminating if you're looking for something. So it's gonna turn into something. It's just bad all around. Learn to trust people, deal with the issues you have regarding trust, or find someone else that you do trust.
Or stay alone.
Or stay alone. But this is not what this show is about. We want singles to have happy, fulfilling relationships, that is. Okay. So thank you all again for joining our show. I really do appreciate it. So we're gonna get started. Okay. So fellas, tell me, both of you guys are men, you've been men your whole life, and you have a group of male friends. What percentage of your guy friends do you feel are confident approaching women, that they actually approach women? Thaddeus?
I don't know about if confidence has something to do with it. It's something as a guy, it's either you do or you don't. Okay,
and what percentage of, growing up in your group of guys, what percentage of you guys?
Very small percent, maybe like 10-20% of guys.
Okay, and Daryl, what would you say?
I think it's all about confidence, and I think it's a very, very low percentage, maybe less than 5%.
Right, and that's what I found was shocking, because us as women, we're thinking, why are guys approaching us? We're trying to work on, what is it that we're doing that we can attract this men? But then we come to find out 95% of them wouldn't do it regardless. So that's what this whole conversation is about. Why? And what can we do so both sexes can actually, meet each other and have an experience together? Okay, so I guess now's the question. Nadia, did you know that, by the way? Did you know that so many men? Right. Were you thinking like, oh, it's something about me, maybe, or maybe I'm not going the right places?
Right.
Yeah, it's shocking, right? Okay, so that's the question now, is why? Daryl, tell me why. What do you think?
What do I think? It was funny because you gave me this topic, so I did a little research for about 2 hours, and it was interesting to find out that Me Too movement has a lot to do with things.
That's correct.
That if you go up to a woman and you want to say something to her, then you don't want to be considered, harassing them or that you could be accused of a lot of different things now. And that's a real big issue that when I found when I was going through all these videos, that the Me Too movement had a huge impact on men trying to talk to women and just, beyond the, you don't want to be rejected.
Wow, I didn't even think of that. Mm-hmm. Wow. So the Me Too feeling like, okay, maybe I'll bother her. She might press charges on me just saying hello.
Exactly.
Wow, that's wow, that's interesting. And you said in addition to that, it's the whole confidence thing. Is that what you were saying as well?
Yeah, not having enough confidence to go and talk to somebody, thinking that you might be bothering them. The other thing is that, I think a lot of women don't make themselves approachable because they're not doing eye contact, smiling. They're not making it easier for the man to kind of want to come up and talk to him.
Okay, so you're thinking if a guy felt that he was kind of welcome and wouldn't get rejected, that would kind of boost his confidence to approach a woman?
Absolutely.
Okay, what do you think that is?
So I have I agree with him on some things and disagree. I don't think that confidence has anything to do with it, because I'm pretty confident. I'm 100% confident in myself, but I just don't want to approach a woman. I don't think that you should. Number one, think about how low percentage of a success rate you think that you're going to get. That's what you call cold calling. That's like if you have a business that you want to sell and you just pick up the phone and start dialing random numbers and, hey, are you interested in my business? I mean, how many times do you think you're going to get rejected? That's cold calling. What you should do though is, like he was saying, you wait for an invitation. Mm-hmm. So you need this person to show some type of interest in you. That's what you call a warm lead in sales, right? So you already know that this person is interested in what you have to offer, and then now all you have to do is convince them to go with you. If she's giving you what they call choosing signals or signs of interest, you already know, okay, she is open to welcoming a man into her life. So already you have, you're not going cold calling. You're just trying to convince her that you are the guy rather than that she needs a man. I mean, think about in the in the past how we would differentiate a woman that was for instance, in the Caribbean, they would tie their hair in different ways. One for if you were married and you were taken. So if you tie your hair a certain way, guys just know, hey, don't approach her. She's already taken. Then if they would tie their hair another way if they were single, but they weren't interested. And then if they were open to advances, then they would tie their hair in a certain way. And so you would know, okay, you see that woman, then you can approach her.
Oh, I love that. Look, we got a little history lesson. Oh, wow, that is so interesting. Oh, Daryl, did you have something to say?
Yeah, the Irish people also, you ever heard of a claddagh ring?
No, tell me.
So there's a ring that you get that has the hand with the two hearts. It's the two hands holding the heart. If you hold it, if you have it towards yourself, I think it means that you're open. If you don't have the heart towards, I think, like outer, that means that you're married. Or I might be getting them backwards, but very similar, like what Thaddeus was saying. Very, you could, if you knew, you could tell, like, oh, she's open to someone talking to.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that. So that's great. So that brings us to modern day now, right? Here in the US or wherever you're watching throughout the world. What are some of the things that women can do to kind of make you guys feel you invited to approach us? Nadia, we want to know, right?
Well, before they answer, let me just, because they brought up things that aren't happening right now as far as the style of it here. We don't do that here.
Right.
So I'm all in Florida.
We have rings, right?
Right. But it's funny because I'll ask men and women like, oh, did the person you approach have a ring on? They're like, oh, I didn't even look. So some people don't even look. They just approach them anyway. So anyway, so that's another thing. So what I was going to say is what I would like, and I think I may have mentioned this to you before, Nicole, was I think they may have had this in the 80s. I'm not sure because I was a child. But I think I've heard that, they had pickup spots. They had single places for singles to go that specifically wanted to meet someone, whether it was for casual dating, hookups, or serious relationships. They would have places that, if you see a woman in this place, she's looking for someone. I think that would really, if we bring that back to this time frame, that would make it easier. So you would know, okay, if I see a woman, she's in here because she's looking for someone, versus you could approach someone, even if someone smiles at you or welcomes you to buy her drink, she could be married and just want to get a free drink, But as far as if we had those places, or even places, bars that maybe had a singles night, at least you would know that these people are here for that reason. I think that would make it easier for men as well. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that's a great idea. But seeing how we live in this world right now, where something that is
one of you may want to come out with that idea, and I mean,
so if you're watching, guys, we just gave Nadia just gave you her idea. So hey. Okay, so the places that we do go, that men and women do go. So some of the signs, what in our modern day can be that handkerchief or that ring nowadays that women can do. I heard Daryl mention earlier, he said eye contact. I think one of the two of you did. Do you guys actually pay attention if the girl keeps like kind of giving you a glance? And what's the look?
That stuff goes right over my head every single time. Sometimes I'm all my friends are like, yo, listen, that girl is interested in you. I'm like, which girl? Where? Who?
So that means on your part, you need to start paying attention perhaps too.
But Daryl, if you were eating, you were trying to eat.
Daryl, what about the eye contact? Do you pay attention? Would you notice if a girl kind of kept glancing your way?
Right. Of course. I mean, it can't just be once, but like if they look at you more than once and, followed up with even a wave, like, hey, you know what I mean?
Okay. What do you think? Do you think that's too thirsty? Because sometimes we're thinking, okay, first of all, I notice I do this. It's automatic. If you see someone you're attracted to, look the other way. I keep going. It's like you avoid eye contact. It's like, I don't want them to see me. I don't want to talk to them.
That is brilliant thinking. I like you, therefore I'm not going to look at you.
Exactly. But it's so intuitive because you're so that kind of nervous feeling. So
how is this person? So you wanna send a signal over there?
So I'm just saying that. So for women, if you see a guy that you are interested in, be okay with kind of glancing over a couple of times, and like Daryl said, maybe you could give like a little A little wave. Now, would you think that seems thirsty? Because we always trying to like not look thirsty too. Like if a girl was to kind of look your way and kind of give you a little friendly hi, would you think she was desperate?
No, I would think that she's just being friendly.
Oh, okay.
Right, exactly. I think she's friendly.
Nadia, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that women are, we kind of are overly concerned about how we're appearing, if we're saying like, we don't want to seem too easy or because psychologically we thinking that they want the chase. So we don't want to come across. That's what some men do. Some men say like, oh, if she's too easy, I'm not interested.
But
So you don't want to.
No eye contact and you don't and you look at your phone and you look like you're disinterested. You look like you don't want to be bothered. So if you don't want to be bothered, we make sure that we ain't going to bother you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, ladies.
But if you're waving and you're giving eye contact and
waving,
I'm not saying like
wave.
But if you give a little wave, like I said,
normally women just stare at you. They might do a little flip of the hair. They look at you and look down. And another thing too is that they find a way to close the space between you. Mm-hmm. And then you notice that they'll turn their body towards you. Like if you look at what these signs are and you're paying attention, you can pick up on these cues. You don't have to be obvious and like wave like, hey, like you don't have to be that obvious. Maybe a smile, a quick smile, look away. And then, sometimes you'll be, let's say you are out somewhere and you're talking with your guy friends, you'll notice that she'll make her way over and put herself in your space so that you can turn around and say, hey, how are you?
Okay. So I like it so far. Oh, sorry, were you done? Sorry. So far, yeah. So we've got the kind of look, we got the kind of smile, right? And we got get the proximity, get closer to him. Okay, so I like that. Daryl said the wave's okay. Nadia said the wave might be a little bit too much.
Your body language should reflect that you're being approachable.
Yes.
If you're staring at your phone, but I think people think they're too cool while they have to always look at their phone when there's no reason for that. If you're at the bar, why you got to look at your phone 24/7?
That's not what people are just they're not confident, so they don't want to look like they're just a weirdo just sitting there by themselves. People can't do that, so you have to look distracted to look important or feel like
that is true. Yeah. Okay, I love the tips so far, guys. Any other tips for us, ladies, to see more approachable to you guys?
Definitely. Number one,
tell me.
Stop going out with your girlfriends.
Ooh.
Yes. If you're going out for the sole purpose of meeting somebody, leave your girlfriends at home.
Go solo? Yeah,
because you go there and there's always one bad one in the bunch with the bad attitude, and you approach and they're just a cop blocker and they don't want to see you miserable. Like, listen, leave your girlfriend, especially that girl, whoever that girl, you know who that girl is.
Nadia, do you know that girl better not be me, Nadia?
It's like you approach them and like, no, she good. She good. Leave that girl at home. That girl will cause you to be miserable just like she is. Like, leave her at home. You go out by yourself. You look cute. You look approachable. Like you said, put your phone away. And kind of, pan the room. Don't look like you going crazy, but pan the room. You find somebody that you like. Try to be engaging. Try to send these subtle hits. Don't look at him and then look away and then try to beam brain waves at him. Like, I'm interested in you. Look like, no, that's not how it works.
I love that. Daryl, are you seconding that comment?
I agree with everything Thaddeus said.
Thank you for watching this episode of My Comfy Couch. Don't forget to comment below, like, love, subscribe, share, and let us know if you're interested in being a guest. You can send us a direct message at Facebook or write us on comfycouchguest@gmail.com, comfycouchguest@gmail.com. Shout out to who provided my earrings, Delilah Designs Inc. Check her out at delilahdesigns.inc.com. And I'll see you next time on My Comfy Couch.